All right, kids, we're going to do that light sucks. We're going to do an LCQ aftermath. And I obviously didn't win, didn't take first. That's okay. What happened is I got stuck in the mud. And the only reason I got stuck in the mud is because I don't have enough horsepower to turn the meat that I got sitting on the back of this thing. Now, I had two decisions to make. A, get rid of those and the heavy ass rims. Put something a little bit narrower and lighter rim, maybe a stock rim. Not going to happen. Those, I love. I love. So, with that said, I'm going to walk over here. And I got this girl. I just picked it up because I was so pissed off because I couldn't spin the mud out of them tires. So, this is a mid-2000 Kohler Command 18 horse V-twin. I just picked it up for 250 bucks. I mean, that's a steal. It runs like a champ, pops right off. Anyway, that is going to replace the GX390. Now, the GX390 is a good-ass motor. That has been abused for, I mean, geez, probably 2 years. And it still runs like a champ, first pull type stuff. It's been flooding out a little bit, but I think that's my, I got things like fuel pump, because on the hills I was running out of fuel, things of that nature. I think it's more of a dialing it in type of situation. It ran great. It still runs great. I got nothing bad to say about that motor. Now I got that GX390, which has got some mods, nothing crazy, nothing internal really. Deleted oil sensor, low oil sensor, deleted governor gear, blah, blah, blah. But nothing really hopped up. I mean, got the external air filter, but still got stock carb, custom exhaust and whatnot. So it runs pretty good. You can run some high RPMs through it. I had a sister to it right there, which is still an excellent motor sitting right there. But if it ain't going to turn them tires, we got to go bigger. So the plan is, obviously, the 18 horse V-twin Kohler Command has got to fit somewhere in there. I will not cut this hood. Not going to hack it up to try to fit a motor. That motor is going to go on that tractor as you see it, as the hood is. I will not cut that hood. So we may have to do some special things with fuel tanks, and obviously because the Kohler doesn't have a fuel tank on it. So we may have to do some special things. I might have to get rid of my little storage box there. I'm not married to it. It's fine. I got a little fuel tank under there. I really dig that, but the Kohler is electric start. I need a battery. I can put the battery behind the steering, which would work down in there. So I really want to try to keep that extra gallon of fuel. I really like that. It seems like a good little situation where if you're freaking screaming out all day and you run out, it's just a gallon of fuel. It's not plumbed in or anything. It's just sitting there. You drag it out, you dump it in the tank, and away you go. So fuel issues. Bottom line for me is I got to get the motor set. Where I can get the motor set where I don't have to cut the hood, anything crazy. I do have the step-up mount plate. That's obviously going to have to go to clear. This has the original air box on it. The air filter is sitting right there. I got it off. So this is probably going to have to go away to get rid of that. It's not much. I mean, really, it's almost the height of that damn fuel pump, but any little bit's going to matter. And I want external air filter, kind of something like that, because they just breathe better than being stuffed in a air box breathing the same old hot air. So I'm going to film the process. I don't know if anybody watches that stuff, you know, like the stretch I did or whatever, but I'm going to film it. I'll post it. It'll be in parts, you know, whatnot. So my fuel tank solution, well, I mean, up there, way there, I got an old C101. That C101 has an under the fender fuel tank. Now, it's going to be a son of a bitch because I got my bumper mounted to the seat tower, trans tower, and all that stuff. But if I got to steal the trans tower out of that old C101 way up there, I will. And the big underseat fuel tank, which will also drop a lot of weight, nice and low. I won't have a high fuel tank right up under the hood. Give me a low center of gravity. This big motor is going to add some pretty hefty weight to the front, considering they just got a little 390 on the front. I think all around it's going to be good. I like to do my builds fairly clean so they don't look chopped up. Nothing looks like it doesn't belong on this, right? It's kind of purpose-built stuff. So, with that said, I'm not glad, but this, I would say I'm going to take it as an opportunity, not going to the TTC to put that big motor on. We'll try to do it right. We'll try to make it clean, try to make it operate. Clutch, you know, I may have to redesign my guides because I have a feeling I might be able to shove that motor a little further forward because I think crank to valve cover is a shorter distance because it's more of a 45, and I think this would crank up here, which will allow me to shove the center of this up. I think this stuff will be fine because I'm still going to run a 7-inch pulley on the engine. That's not going to change. I may have to extend them back here. Hopefully it's just an extension. Well, it will be because I don't want to, I'm not remaking these. They are running mint. I need to make this work on that. Well, it's spun around, obviously. And I will. So, that's it. I'm not concerned about this exhaust. I'm not concerned about any exhaust because I'm going to make one. Mounting the motor is obviously the most important thing. Getting it mounted, getting it stuffed under there, getting to be able to close the hood, and then getting the belt set up. That's second. Getting my linkages, throttle. I'm going to be running a choke cable at the dash. I need to put a key switch in. I need to get rid of the kill switch that I put in, which I kind of like, but whatever. We'll keep, obviously, the tethered kill. Even though I hate them, it kind of killed me out when I tried to push it at the LCQ, but whatever. So everything else, I got to put a key back in. I think I got a key laying around here. I think I'm going to stuff a battery back there so I can keep this. I want to keep that. That's almost like it's happening. I think I'm going to keep that. If I lose some storage space up here, I'm okay with that. I don't think I'm going to lose too much. I don't really think I'm going to lose. It's a matter of getting that motor positioned. Obviously, front to back, side to side is important too for the pulley. And then we'll rip her. I'm also going to get some different tires for the front. These are 18-inch Sun Fs. I don't know the damn model of them. I don't know the model of them. They've been a really good tire. They're not wore out at all. I mean, but I saw some other Sun Fs that other guys are running, Creepycrawler, Carl, that seem to turn better. So I think I'm going to get those with the center X treads and then the two side X treads. And I'll get them in a bigger size. These are 18s. I might jump up to a 19 or 20. Definitely a 19, possibly a 20. Most likely a 19 because I don't want to go too big. I don't want it to look jacked up in the front. So, but because I'm stubborn and I will not get rid of the steamrollers, as Scotty Andrews calls them, I'm going to keep them big ass, wide ass tires, heavy ass tires, and we're just going to put some HPs behind it, and hopefully we can spin them. So that's kind of where we're at with it. I'll try to film the progress. You know how that goes. You want to do it all, and then you forget the camera, and you're like, screw the camera. But I'll try to film the process. If you guys don't care about that shit, then don't watch it. So that's that. See ya.